actually chose cards earlier when I was getting ready, but I haven't looked at, or I mean, I looked at them, but I haven't read them. So the tarot card that I chose, and I didn't ask any question, I just started shuffling the deck. So we'll just see what message comes out. Obviously, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I would love to know your interpretation. I love learning other people's interpretations of cards. So please leave it in the comments. But the tarot card that we have is Temperance. Again, I didn't ask a question. I just shuffled the deck, and this card was the first that popped out. I actually only did one shuffle and it popped out. So very much Temperance has something to say. And then the two oracle cards that I drew from the Nocturna Oracle. It's by an artist here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm located in Portland. I think she's up by Seattle. She goes by the Creeping Moon. So check her out if you like these cards. But the two cards I got were Coral Snake. These came out together. So Coral Snake and then Night Sky. My window's like really bright. These like cards are very dark. My window is like really making them light. So I thought that I would read the oracle cards messages out of the book and then just see what pops up, or how that deals with temperance. But I'm gonna pause this and look these up. Literally the minute I push pause, you can't see it. I like opened up right to it. And interesting that these were stuck together, because I've had this deck for a while, because they're next to each other in the book. But I guess, were they next to each other in the deck? Who knows? I mean, obviously they came out together, but I'm like, how crazy is that? Okay, so we'll go with Coral Snake first. Ooh, this book is small. So, interesting. Warning and avoidance. Red and black, friend of Jack. Red and yellow, kills a fellow. The bright colors of the coral snake indicate danger. It is one of the most venomous snakes found in North America. The coral snake teaches us that sometimes confrontations are unnecessary, and some should be outright avoided. When it comes to bad outcomes, an ounce of prevention is better than a cure. Do not ignore clear warning signs. They exist for a reason. Interesting. I guess I'll just say my immediate thoughts when I hear this. For myself, I've been talking a lot, both just to myself and with clients, about physical warning signs of needing to take a break, because if you don't take a break, your body will take it for you, and it's never at a time when you want it to. So to me, when I read this, it kind of instantly just kind of like brought that up of, oh yeah, recognizing you need to take a break. And interesting with Temperance, because Temperance literally is taking a break. Temperance was, they're on their journey and they stop, put one foot in land, their emotions, how they're feeling, one foot on the earth, the physical, in their body, and they're tempering. They're making sure they're both even, am I well rested? Am I well nourished? And mind, body, spirit connection. So that's really interesting, that the first thing that I thought of was taking a break, your warning. Because I had someone recently tell me, like, I think she said her back, like every time she tried to do this task or work for the person, her back would go out. I forgot. And I had another one who had a really emotional trip, who traveled and got very, very sick, and they did no self-care during this very emotional travel. So I don't know, really interesting. Take a break. And I actually dropped the card. So one second, let me grab it. Gazing up at the night sky often elicits feelings of smallness and wonder of worlds beyond our own. In order to see a clear sky, one needs to leave the city and light pollution behind and find a quiet place in the country. That is so interesting, because Temperance needs to step aside and take a quiet moment to themselves. Interesting. Does this mean I gotta go take a nap or something? A cloudless sky also provides clarity. After all, our ancestors used the constellations for guidance and navigation. Your path is clear. All you need to do is look up and follow the stars. And that's really interesting too, to me anyway. Again, I would love to know what this brings up in whoever's watching. But looking up to the sky, because sometimes I find we don't want to take a break because we have these mind-centered goals in mind. And we're really focused on these mind-centered goals that we don't look up, we don't ask, our higher self, our ancestors, our energetic body, like what, not necessarily what the goal is, but what is the energy for the goal that we have today, right now. It comes from a mind-centered place. So that is really interesting, that to me, at least, when I see these cards, It's just a reminder of it's time to take a break, time to temper how you're feeling internally with what's going on, out in the physical, and see where you're mismatched, as well as because the sun, this is another thing that's really drawing me out about this card. The sun in the background of Temperance, the sun guides your way in the tarot. The sun is a good omen in tarot. Not that I really think there are any bad omens in tarot, but the sun is a good sign, I guess, a positive sign in tarot. So it's kind of like taking a break isn't like, the path is still very clear, it's very well lit. You're on the correct journey you need to be on, but you like, it's okay, take a break, like there are flowers, you know what I mean? And so with this, it's pay attention to what your body is saying. Be warned about any physical things that are happening that are pointing to some kind of area you need rest, and to look up and ask your higher self, ask your energetic body, like, what is true for me right now? And then, your ego's going to say what it wants to say. And that's the point. That's the job. Like, the ego's always just there to like warn us and keep us safe. And so it's like, if it has this hustle mentality, of course it's like, well, you got to keep hustling because that makes sense to my ego, but like your higher self has a different energetic body. Anyway, I didn't want this video to be too long. Again, I would love to know what you think, and I'll pop in different times throughout the week and post videos. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.